Welcome back to the final video of this series. This is Surajita Raj. Now, before starting the last video, let us know a fact. Harmony is the key word in creation, which is maintained by homeostasis. Let us discuss how the hormones regulate homeostasis through feedback mechanism. In this context, we will discuss the feedback mechanism and its types, like negative feedback mechanism with reference to TSH and positive feedback mechanism along with some questionnaires on biological reasons along with answers. What is feedback mechanism? This is one in which a tropic hormone which stimulates a gland to secrete its hormone, which in turn inhibits the secretion of the hormone of anterior pituitary gland. Look at the diagram. This is the hypothalamus which controls two H. One H is the hormone and another H is the homeostasis. How the hormones maintain homeostasis in an integrated way. The hormone neurosecretion from the hypothalamus which stimulates the anterior pituitary, and the respective hormones from the anterior pituitary now stimulate the other glands, and the glands secrete their respective hormones. So, when the level of the hormones are increased in the blood, now this is stimulated again back to the anterior pituitary and also to the hypothalamus to stop the secretion. Let us discuss one example based upon it. What is negative feedback mechanism? To understand the negative feedback mechanism, let us take the example of thyroxine hormone. As we know, thyroxine hormone is required to maintain the BMR of the cells, and this hormone is secreted when hypothalamus secretes TSH-RH, that is thyroid stimulating hormone releasing hormone. It is otherwise known as TRH, thyrotropin releasing hormone, which stimulates the anterior pituitary, and in turn anterior pituitary secretes the hormone TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, and TSH stimulates the thyroid gland and thyroid gland secretes the hormone thyroxine. When the level of thyroxine is increased in the blood, now the stimulation is informed to the hypothalamus and also to the anterior pituitary, and this is called negative feedback, as if the hormones are saying no, don't secrete. See this flow chart. The hypothalamus which secretes TSH-RH, that stimulates pituitary, then TSH, then thyroid, then thyroxine. It is a sequence. Then if there is less thyroxine in the blood, again the hypothalamus is stimulated, and if there is more thyroxine in the blood, then the hypothalamus is also stimulated. What is positive feedback mechanism? It is the exact of a negative feedback mechanism. Let us take the example of the childbirth. This is the uterus, and this is the narrow part of the uterus which is called as the cervix, and in this figure you can see the head of the baby that is pushed against the cervix. This is onset of the childbirth. So, the hormone oxytocin, it stimulates the uterine contraction and pushes the baby towards the cervix. So, when the baby remains in this condition at the onset of the childbirth, so this impulse from the cervix is transmitted to the brain. Now, brain stimulates the pituitary gland to secrete the hormone oxytocin. So, oxytocin that is carried through the blood and it stimulates the muscles of the uterus. So, oxytocin stimulates the uterine contraction and that facilitates the childbirth. This is all about the feedback mechanism. Let us discuss the biological reasoning of some of the questions. Question number 1. The pituitary gland is called the master gland. Give reason why it is. Pituitary gland that influences the other endocrine glands. So, this way other endocrine glands secrete their respective hormone. That is why it is called the master gland. Second is there is an acceleration of body growth during puberty. During puberty, growth hormone is stimulated, that is secreted more in quantities, which stimulates the bones and the tissues. So, body growth is accelerated. Question number 3. Small size individuals are produced because of the deficiency of growth hormone. Because growth hormone, it stimulates the growth of the bones. If there is deficiency of this growth hormone, then the individual becomes small in size. Question number 4. Vasopressin is an antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone means it is opposite of diuresis. Diuresis means more formation of urine. Antidiuresis means less formation of urine. This work is carried out through the vasopressin, so which is known as ADH. So ADH stimulates the nephric tubules of the kidney and helps in reabsorption of water. Due to that, the urine becomes concentrated. Milk is secreted from the mammary glands of the mother during suckling by the infant. During suckling, the mammary glands are stimulated, and from the anterior pituitary, the hormone prolactin, which is released, it helps in stimulating the mammary gland, and that helps in production and formation of the milk. Next is concentration of urine is controlled by the posterior lobe of pituitary gland. ADH, that is secreted from the posterior lobe of pituitary gland, it helps in reabsorption of water. So urine becomes concentrated. Oxytocin is secreted during childbirth. Oxytocin stimulates the uterine muscles, and that brings labor. Labor means it is the beginning of the childbirth, and that facilitates childbirth. Older people tend to feel more cold than youngsters. It is related to the hormone thyroxine, which is secreted from the thyroid gland. So due to the secretion of the thyroxine from the thyroid gland, the heat of the body is maintained. But with aging, the thyroid also becomes older, and the activities of the body that frequently slows down, and the heat production is lowered. Iodine rich food must be included in our diet, because iodine is an active ingredient in the production of the hormone thyroxine. Goiter is usually observed in people living in hilly regions. In case of hilly region, the soil is deficient of iodine, and not only that, the food which is grown, that is also deficient of iodine. So due to less quantity of iodine, people suffer from goiter, because in presence of iodine only the hormone thyroxine is secreted. Simple goiter can be prevented by using iodized salt in food, because iodine is an active ingredient in the production of thyroxine that is supplemented in the food. Iodine is a nutrient important to our body. Iodine is needed for the synthesis of thyroxine. Its deficiency causes goiter. Then people living in the low Himalayan hilly regions often suffer from simple goiter. In hilly areas, iodine is deficient in soil, hence deficient in the food grown there. So iodine is needed for the synthesis of thyroxine. Thyroxine may be administered to young children who show symptoms of cretinism, because hyposecretion of thyroxine leads to cretinism. That is why administration of thyroxine is required. 15 number, adrenaline is also known as emergency hormone, because at the time of emergency, this hormone makes the body ready for physical and emotional stress. Some ladies develop beard and moustache and masculine voice. It is due to excess secretion of adrenal androgen. that is a sex corticoid. Mouth dries up and heartbeat increases during maiden speech, because at this time the blood from the digestive system that is diverted to the muscles and the heart beats faster. What is the reason? It has to send more glucose and oxygen to the muscles. Next, if one adrenal gland is removed, the other one gets enlarged to some extent. If one adrenal gland is removed, the other adrenal gland has to double its work, because work is doubled, and it has to send more amount of glucose and oxygen to the muscles during the time of emergency. Adrenaline in excess increases the heartbeat. As adrenaline is the emergency hormone, and due to it, when the heart beats faster, more glucose and oxygen are supplied to the muscles for action. 20 number, adrenaline is fight and flight hormone. A sharp increase in the rate of release of adrenaline, which occurs during the time of emergency, it makes the body ready either to fight or to fly away from the situation. Why is insulin injected into the body of a diabetic patient and not given orally? Because insulin is a protein hormone and it is digested by the proteases in the stomach and intestine, because stomach and intestine secretes the protein digesting enzymes. Pancreas is referred to as an exoendocrine gland because the exocrine part of the pancreas secretes enzymes and the endocrine part of the pancreas secretes hormones. That's why it is called as heterocrine gland also. Glucose is normally not found in urine. There are two cases. First is excess glucose is converted to glycogen, and second thing, if still glucose is escaped in the blood, then that is reabsorbed in the PCT of the nephron. In diabetes mellitus, there are symptoms of frequent urination and extensive thirst. The kidneys take a key role in flushing out the excess glucose from the blood into the urine, because this excess glucose is harmful to the body. How it is to be removed? It is to be removed by frequent urination, and due to frequent urination a person feels excessive thirst. Excess dose of insulin can cause insulin shock. Due to a steep fall in blood sugar level, the patient may undergo unconscious state, and it can be helped by supplying immediately any sweet item. Hormonal reactions are generally slower than nervous reactions. Hormones are chemical messengers, those are passing through the blood, whereas the nerve impulses are electrochemical in nature and those are transported through the synapse, that's why they are faster. Hormones are poured into the arterial blood. Arterial blood is always supplied to the body organs and body organs require the hormones, that's why hormones are to be poured into the arterial blood. All hormones are chemical signals because hormones regulate the physiological processes by chemical means. They affect the enzyme systems of the body. Hormones maintain harmony, and harmony between parts of being, between soul and nature is the key to happy and healthy life. Stay safe. Goodbye.